And what else? 5 minutes to serve a customer. Are you going to advertise that to your customers? Cool. Okay. And we expect to serve 40 customers a day. 40 customers. Can you imagine going into, I don't want to go into that branch like that. Like 40, you'll never get served if there's 50 customers going into that bank. All right? So maybe you are an accountant for that bank and the bank manager says, look, you're the management accountant, I kind of taught you how to do this. Yeah, you kind of taught me, but I learned most of it through YouTube video anyway. But anyway, so what you can do is you need to do a calculation. What could you promise the customers? Some improvement that will get them through the door. That's the marketing side, right? But then you've got to think operationally. How many tellers do we need to fit with that promise? So that's the issue here. You got the idea? All right, so it's real. All right, you never go and advertise, oh, come to our bank. We promise to serve you within 5 minutes. How many of you go to that bank in Hong Kong? And hands up? Oh, okay. You will? Oh, good. We've got a few takers. Great. All right. I've got some customers, so I'm happy. All right. But, you know, in Africa, in some countries in Africa, if you get served in 1 hour, you're happy. Okay? So I've said this before. It depends on which country you're in. So you need to do this calculation. So here we go. Let's do this calculation, shall we? All right, we need to use a formula. How long on average will a customer wait in line if the branch expects to serve 50 customers a day? Now the bank is considering ways, don't worry, it's Halloween, that's all right. Ways to reduce the waiting time. How long will customers have to wait on average time to serve a customer? If the time is reduced to 4 minutes and the bank expects to serve 50 customers a day. All right? So here is the basic formula. Here is the basic formula. Okay? Have you got that? Okay, you can write this down now because it's not on your notes. All right? Here's the time where you can write down, but I'm not going to show you any more. Okay? All right, remember we're talking about counter is open 300 minutes. The counter is open. All right, we've got 40 customers, average number of customers, and it takes 5 minutes to serve a customer. The time taken is 5 minutes. So therefore, the average waiting time is going to be 5 minutes. I knew you'd get that one. Okay, next we want to go through, think about, you've got capacity, you've got waiting time, you've got serving time, and then you've got number of customers. Just think about those 4 variables. Ultimately, a customer just cares about what? Waiting time. Okay? Serving time, a bit out of your control, but it's on average, it's 5 minutes. How do you reduce the waiting time? You either speed up the serving time or you have more capacity. Or you just allow 30 customers to come in. You have someone stopping demand at the door. I'm sorry, we can only let in 1 customer into the bank every 5 minutes. Okay? All right? Don't laugh, they do that sometimes. Not banks, but they do that in other areas. Like, you know, you go to Disneyland and things like that, they just let you in slowly. Okay, so just a big line just doesn't pile up at one place. Okay. All right, so if the branch expects to receive 50 customers a day and the time taken to serve customers 5 minutes, the average time the customer must wait before being served is how much? 12.5 minutes. Okay, so I want you to think about that. I've given you the calculation. You can actually do the math. Okay. Right. Let's go to the next one. You're all very smart, so we can go fast with this. If the branch expects to serve 50 a day, the time taken to serve the customer is 4 minutes. Then how long will the customer wait? Shorter or longer? Going to be shorter. So now you do the calculation and work out how long it's going to be. So how long do you think it will be? Four minutes. Wow. I knew you'd get that right. So think about this. This is exactly the same in the balanced scorecard game. How do you improve customer service in your balanced scorecard game? You do some training and some hiring, sort of together, right? So classic example here. How do you improve capacity? You can do some hiring or training, you see. You can improve the efficiency of the same number of customer service operators, right? So therefore the average time that they take is very, very fast. So you go to the bank, yeah, what do you want? How much cash you want? Yeah, here's your balance. Anything else? Quick, next. Okay, great service, 30 seconds. We're going to get the waiting time down to 2 minutes now, all right? But we want sort of, you know, professional voice at the same time, so there's so much you can do with improving the efficiency of a teller. At least you can minimise the errors that they make. Okay, and there's, of course, there's uncertainty of what customers are demanding, right? But you may have to open up more capacity. You see that? So either training, improve how long it takes on average to serve you, or you get more tellers. Okay. Now, if you ring up, how many of you ring up customer complaint hotlines for any products that you buy? Hands up. Okay. And others that didn't put your hand up, is that because you couldn't be bothered because you're going to have to wait for an hour and a half to get to talk to someone? And you've got many other important things to do, put your hand up. Yeah, which is everyone else, understand. And now most, if you do the phone calls that are routed through to India or other places around the world, that's fine, and they're very efficient at that. And a lot of the KPIs, when you're talking to those operators, is, oh, they've got to deal with you swiftly, professionally, and fast. Okay? Get off the phone so they can do someone else, all right? So actually their KPI is to serve you fast. How many of you know Zappos? Hands up. Zappos? Who's Zappos? Hands up if you know Zappos. Put your hands up, please. Yes? Okay. So the lady in the front here? Yes. So who is Zappos? Pardon?
I know Zippo, but not.
Zappos. Zappos.com. How many of you are wearing shoes today? You know this little shoes here? Okay. All right. I'm glad you are. Now, Zappos is an online shoe store and they're growing very, very fast in the US. So if you buy shoes and you don't like them, you can send them back within 365 days and you get your full money back. Let me repeat. If you buy shoes from them and you don't like them, they don't fit, there's something problem with them, you can send them back within 365 days. They will pay for you to send the shoes back. So check it out. Okay? You don't even get that guarantee in stores in Hong Kong. Okay? But when you ring up the operator of Zappo, if you have a problem, the operators are people that work for Zappos in the US. They're not outsourced to other countries. And their KPI is not to deal with you fast. The KPI is to deal with you to solve all of your problems. Okay? And now one of the first fastest online, we talk about clothing clothing retail businesses in the US. Okay, just grow so fast. Okay, very, very popular for shoes. Okay, including ladies' shoes. So, check them out. So we're interested, we're going to have a break, come back from the break, and then I want to go through theory of constraints, and I'll take you through 1 or 2 examples, and that will finish today's lecture. 5 minutes. Don't look at me, you now have 4 minutes 50 seconds.